A letter to myself in 2025. Natnik, if it's in God's will, you'd be at 100,000 subscribers. You'd continue the great work, the great grind that you've been doing with Max since August 2024. You've wanted to have that grind for the longest time. You're finally in the midst of that flow state where it's harder for you. It's literally harder for you to stop than it is to continue. So I trust and believe that you've surfed that wave and you've continued to take advantage of the momentum you have. You have people from the UK, random people dropping, you have so much potential. I can't wait for you to blow up. You've gotten like more than 100 of those comments in the last month in December 2024. So in 2025, you're gonna have so many more people recognizing you. You're gonna hit 100,000 subscribers if you stay consistent to the grind and if God wills. If something else happens, if you find a new life path, something happens, you gotta understand that this is God's plan. God has something better for you and you don't know anything more than He does. But if God wills that this is your path, then you're going to be doing what you did this year, but more fruits from your labor will be able to be seen. And you're finally gonna be able to say, man, I did it. I did it. The grind isn't hard. The grind is not hard. The grind is easy. It's just hard work, but it's not difficult. If you do something easy 1,000,000 times, it's still easy, but it's hard work. You know what I mean? So just continue what you're doing. With modeling as well, you've done so much with modeling. Just ×2. You're gonna ×2 what you did last year. Couple billboards. Like modeling's fun, but YouTube is the main priority. Especially recently, you've been prioritizing YouTube over modeling, and you're gonna use your modeling platform to get brand sponsorships. You're gonna be sponsored on YouTube. You're gonna be on TV. You're gonna be recognized in the street more often. Basically, everything that you said you were gonna do in 2024 is gonna be the same, but just way more elevated. Regardless of if you accomplish that or not, I am proud of you if you tried your very best. Because if you try your absolute best and you don't accomplish a certain statistic, you can't get mad because you gave it your absolute best. Once you give something your absolute best, then it's up to God to decide what happens with your future. Another thing is you're gonna be more stable, right? I'm grinding this YouTube 5 days a week and I'm working 2 days a week, but the money is gonna start to flow in, whether from modeling or even YouTube itself. Just like I've said, every single big change or big decision I've made has gone in my favor. So you're just gonna reap all the rewards that you've done with grinding this year. It's gonna come next year. If you just believe in yourself, you believe in God, and you just keep going. You've got momentum right now. You can't let the momentum slow down. You actually can't. I'm so excited for next year. Because what's different about 2025 versus 2024? I started dropping pranks and all that sort of stuff in March 2024, right? And I was still finding my style. I was still figuring out how I can make it unique and palatable. And I realized I can't just chuck one of these talking videos at the end of my pranks. Not everyone wants to see that. So I've figured that out. I've come up with a formula. And since August, I've been cooking up my formula. I've been consistent. And now I'm gonna be heading into 2025 still on that formula, still in that flow state. And that's the difference. So if you continue the way you're going, things are gonna pop off, my boy. Things are going to pop off. 2025 self, I believe you're staying true to yourself. I believe you're still staying true to God and you're not gonna compromise your values and fold, and still gonna unapologetically be yourself unconditionally. If that's the case and you're happy, and I'm very proud of you. From Natnik 2024.